Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honourable Prime Minister, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Cabinet Ministers, Assistant Ministers, Members of Parliament, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honour for me to be a member of this august Parliament. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for giving me this opportunity to serve all Fijians. This would not have been possible if the Fiji First Party, under the able leadership of the Honourable Prime Minister, had not given me the chance to contest the 2018 elections under its banner. I also thank the Party General Secretary and the Attorney General, Honourable Ayase Piyung, for providing the platform. I also would like to acknowledge the support of my family. My father, Juahirlal, who is all the way from Rakiraki, my wife, Vinita Lal, my children, all family members, relatives and friends, for being with me in good and in not so good times. Today, I miss my late mother. Without her blessings and blessings of my ancestors, reaching this far would have been impossible. I am sure she must be smiling from above. It is with humbleness and a deep sense of gratitude to the Fijians that I rise to make my maiden speech in this august Parliament. I acknowledge all those who have assisted me in various capacities for my passage to this august Parliament. I am truly indebted to all those who showed unwavering confidence in me, in spite of not making to this House in the first round of selection. I thank the Almighty God who had a plan for me and executed best with time. I pay tribute to the citizens of Fiji who have given their support to me in the last election and look forward to their continued support in 2022 and beyond. To Fiji First, I stand before this august Parliament and salute to share Fiji First's vision and mission. Mr. Speaker said, this morning I would like to reflect on the development of our beloved nation, Fiji. I would not like to dwell on the history of this nation, but prefer to make some observations that have molded the lives of citizens of this country. Mr. Speaker said, I was very young when Fiji gained its independence. I did not understand then, but have realized how important independence was for a developing country. Mr. Speaker, the entire populace has contributed to the development of our nation. I would like also to acknowledge the contribution from pre-independence era. Given my family were Girmitias who slogged as slaves in the hot sun and deplorable living conditions and cultivated sugarcane, which provided us the biggest foreign exchange until recently. Mr. Speaker said, their contribution to the development of this nation stands high, and I salute them for their role in building this nation. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to acknowledge the contribution from our export sectors like garment, gold, timber, fish, molasses, mineral water, coconut oil, yangona and agricultural products that have brought us the much needed foreign currency for international buying. I acknowledge their contribution in the nation building. Mr. Speaker, tourism industry, our biggest foreign earner, is seriously battered by COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions. Many of our people have lost jobs, both directly and indirectly, resulting from the COVID effects. However, the Fiji First government, in spite of the economic struggles, is assisting our country in whatever way possible. Our disciplined forces and medical workers are commended for their gallant effort in containing COVID-19. Mr. Speaker said, it is the responsibility of every individual to contain COVID-19 and make our country COVID-free. As a matter of fact, we have managed to stand out from the rest of the world and are now demonstrating our ability to safely welcome visitors back to our shores. It goes without saying that for a small island nation in the Pacific, Fiji has done phenomenally well in containing the spread of COVID-19. Mr. Speaker, since independence, lots of lessons were learned. The most recent COVID-19 has made us aware of the importance of the need for a strong agricultural industry. The well-being of a country is stable if it has a sustainable agricultural sector. I urge all people to participate in agriculture, even through backyard gardening, and start a green revolution that will make Fiji a prosperous nation. Mr. Speaker, I am mindful that we encounter several cyclones in every decade, but that should not deter us from progressing in agricultural industry. The citizens of this country should utilize the government's incentives to revitalize agriculture in Fiji. Sir, I would like to emphasize the importance of one or two areas that the citizens of Fiji need to be proud of. Firstly, the energy sector. The government has spent substantial amounts of money to provide electricity to the people of this nation. The grid extension and added capacities through renewable resources has benefited our nation. The rural electrification projects have uplifted the standard of living for our people and who were unconnected, and have helped them to become more integrated into our economy. Secondly, the Ministry of Environment has been very active and has helped to balance the need to preserve our environment for future generations while providing economic opportunities and supporting livelihoods. The regulations, policies, and policing are helping us to maintain the pristine status of our environment. Mr. Speaker, sir, I urge every individual of this country to care for our environment. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Fiji First government has promised that no matter how tough things get, this government's promise of free education will always be fulfilled. Mr. Speaker, sir, I salute the Honourable Prime Minister for this. There are thousands of Fijian students out there who are benefiting from this. I only wish provision of free education was available when I was in school. I cannot put in words what I have gone through to reach where I am today. Children of Fiji deserve this, a Fiji where all Fijians realize their dreams through education. But education alone does not give you 100% success. You need to work hard, have the yearning to learn, have humility, respect others, and have a positive attitude. Mr. Speaker, sir, now allow me to talk about Fiji being a secular state. This means that everybody in Fiji is free to practice their own religion. No religion overshadows another, and government does not advocate for any specific religion or denomination, but instead upholds the right of every Fijian to practice their faith without fear of discrimination or marginalization. Sir, we Fijians appreciate what the government is doing in trying to unite the people of our beloved nation. Mr. Speaker, the effect of drugs has negatively influenced our younger generation and is a social problem threatening our society. I request all our people to fight against drugs. The importance of churches, temples, mosques, gurdwaras, and religious teachings have a crucial role in the development of our youth. I appeal to the religious organizations to continue inculcating righteousness, kindness, compassion, respect, morality, and other good qualities of a civilized human being to its flocks. Mr. Speaker, sir, as we are aware that I am here today because of the resignation of Mr. Virendra, I would also like to acknowledge him for putting the sanctity and dignity of Parliament first and before himself. This honourable and selfless action of his will be remembered, and we hope that his actions will be followed by those who have honour. Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank my wife, children, and all my family and friends for believing in me and providing me the support and encouragement to enter the political arena. And I also would like to take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Tanya Wanganika. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy 2021. Thank you. Dhanyawad. Vinakapkalevu.